Stream is going live.
Your stream titles are so good.
I've been thinking of that one for the last week because this is gonna be great. Fun to the extreme.
This week's episode is apparently entitled "For Nangalory."
Sometimes I feel like I should be playing a bard.
So on that topic, when we left our intrepid expedition, they were neck deep in the ruins of the Hanging Gardens of Nangalore, once occupied by the exiled queen of Omu, Zakora. They're there to find a petal of the black orchid, which they intended to use with the Arakakra of the monastery of Kir Sabal to give them a magical ritual that will allow them to fly for a few days at least, thus greatly increasing their ability to overland travel and explore the continent of Chult for their ultimate goal of finding the Soulmonger, a dread necromantic artifact that was spreading a terrible death curse all across the world of Faerun. Well, continent. Here's the map. Where you guys are at. When last we left Hux, the kobold scout had just recently joined the party and scouted up these stairs in the ruins and discovered that there were a whole bunch of zombies and the pollen of some sort of mind controlling plant, which seemed to be common in this garden.
So I have a question. Since Hux and Shine have been working together for at least a year, if not a little bit more, would it make sense for us to have like a system of hand signals that can pass on rudimentary information?
I mean, yeah, that's not a problem since as long as it's pretty rudimentary. Not like a language, but like, hey, over there.
Okay, in that case, I'll hold my hand up to indicate 4, and then like undead, 2 on that side, 2 on that side.
Oh, sorry, I had myself muted for a second, didn't realize that I sat on it. Shine communicates that to the rest of the party, though now that she knows that there are undead lurking just a few feet above you, she speaks quietly.
Okay, I will then sneak back to the party. And then in a very low voice, Hux will say, there's also a plant that has mind control properties. So be careful.
All right. I see that you have a like something covering your face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. I kind of mentioned it at the end of the last one, but I wanted to protect myself against that if I could. Just like wrap some cloth around my face, my face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm going to guess that Shine will do the same. And probably Balasar as well. I don't know. I'll say that for now, though.
So, question about what the zombies looked like. Did it look like they were basically just not really paying attention, or were they walking around groaning, doing zombie things?
Oh, no, they're kind of just standing there swaying back and forth, not really accomplishing much. They look like Chultan men and women who starved to death. So they're very thin. The skin hangs on their bones like parchment. And there's little, like, yellow flowers growing out of their flesh here and there. And a sort of mass of vines and plant life on the upper back area of their heads.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I made a nature roll. It doesn't seem like I actually wrote down what that plant was, but I did recognize it. Do I know that if uh, if the zombies hit, does it like release more pollen?
Hmm. No, usually it's like a proximity thing to the yellow musk creeper, as it's called. So they usually don't stray too far from the plant, but the plant is usually, I mean, it just looks like a plant, so it can be kind of hard to find. But the zombies themselves don't spread the pollen.
Okay, that's good. Then Hux will say, if you want to engage, I can go back up and wait for my signal. And then I can shoot an arrow and start the fight, run back down here, and we can hopefully engage them in this long hallway.
Fennec
That's it.
looks over and looks over at Kawash, is like, made a deal with you to kill any undead.
Quasha falls back a bit and nods, and he says, he kind of looks up. He's like, "This isn't much of a hallway."
In that case, you can move back, and if they come down from above, if you move back to the entrance of the complex or closer there, we'll be able to have more of a range.
I think that's a better idea. Plus, all the rubble in this area should slow them. Unless they just drop down off the edges.
Yeah, I'll full suit. I'll get back and get the sling out, I suppose. I could just be a real jerk and just fly above them and just rain it down. If I really wanted to.
Is Balasar falling back?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Balasar, ranged weapon.
he has ranged spells.
Uh,
He has ranged cantrips.
oh, okay. All right, like Sacred Flame or whatever.
Well, like that.
Like that, but better.
Just different. All right. Everybody, I think, is set up where they're planning to be.
Yeah, I'll move up closer to where I was. Are there any ones that I can see better or when are not in cover?
No. You can make a perception check to try and see the try and spot the creeper itself.
Okay. Perception.
No such luck. There's so many plants up here, it's hard to pick it out. I mean, it could be any number of these ordinary flowering vines.
Okay. Oops.
You can feel the musk kind of seeping into your pores. Your makeshift mask does keep the worst of it out of you.
All right. Then I'm going to aim for. Let's see. None of them are in cover.
No. I guess the bushes kind of. It does count as like light cover, so all of them are in cover technically, plus 2 AC, but not like heavy cover or anything like that.
Okay, then I'll. Let me see if I remember how to do this. There.
Sure. Need help? Just ask, but I'm going to give you a chance to
Okay.
remember first.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have the targeting there. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it. Although you targeted all of them.
Yeah, I was just seeing range.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In that case, I'll shoot the one I'm targeted.
Sweet. Go for it.
With advantage, correct? Since I'm hidden.
Yes.
Okay. How do I apply sneak attack again?
You did it correctly.
Okay.
The arrow, the Hux's short bow twangs lightly, quietly, and the arrow through the air, through the bushes, and into the zombie's side, kind of right into its heart, to be honest. If it were any living being, surely it would be perished, but instead it just kind of looks down at it in a confused manner, then looks up to the source of where it came from.
And then I'll be using my movement and my cunning action to get the hell out of there.
Yep. So your cunning action lets you dash, which lets you move twice your speed. Okay, so that was the surprise round. Now we're into the actual round. Is anybody doing anything to like prepare on the first round, or y'all just kind of holding your actions to fire once you see the zombie?
The latter for me.
Yeah, I'm getting my crossbow ready.
Cool. Yeah, I guess I'll just skip to the enemies then, and then we'll go back to people.
Accidentally mouse wheeled over someone and started spitting them.
That'll happen. I do that a lot. I'll describe everything in a moment. Just going through and taking actions. Although I guess, let's see here. I mean, the first one that appears is the yellow Muscombe one. So anybody who, let's see, and held action. So we start with Hux. So Hux, you can fire on yellow Muscombe one because it's the first one to come into visual range.
Okay, I want to have sneak attack on it. Would I?
No, you haven't had a chance to hide, and there's no one standing next to it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just shoot it again.
Yep.
Nope.
Well, that'll happen.
Okay, and then
Well, this is
do I
your
get my?
Sorry, this was just a held action, so you just get the one thing.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Shine will do hers, which I'll take care of here. Yeah, I don't think she would use any of arcane shots on these things. At least not yet. Then Fennec gets his
Zombies.
shot.
Pew.
Then Kubalu will fire. Is it? Does he have to move forward? Hold on. Yeah, he has to move forward a little bit. Well, he can move forward, shoot, and then, well, not on a held action technically. So I guess he'll just wait. Azaka will fire her longbow as well. This is a good setup. Good plan, everyone.
Hey, JP.
Yo.
Do you know if there's a way to make Fantasy Grounds not full screen so I can stretch it across 2 monitors?
There is not.
Really? Okay. 'Cause
God, I
would really love
wish.
to use that second screen because I.
Me too.
Okay. Okay.
One day. One day. That's a feature they desperately want to put in as well, but it's not possible in their current programming language, and they're actually reprogramming the whole thing into a different language. So,
Ooh, okay, sure.
or I don't know if it's not possible. It's not possible the way they have it programmed right now. Anyway, Azaka's 2 arrows managed to take down the first zombie that came stumbling towards you. Several other of the zombies are kind of dropping down from the sides. One actually lands near Steggy Boy to the side, like they're just kind of tumbling clumsily off the edges of the hanging garden above you.
Thank you, boy. No.
Let's see.
Oh wow, I did not have the full view. I did not know there were that many there.
Yeah, some of them you did not see. But hold on. Did everybody's hold actions go off? No. Brand's hold action can go off at, well, now, I guess, if he wants.
Okay, yeah.
Because this one kind of tumbles off the edge. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So since I did my sling out already, and I was looking for the first one to show up, like which one? I guess which one appeared?
5 is the next one that like comes directly into like visual range
Okay, sure.
and attack
yeah,
range.
Sure. So that it would make sense that I probably took my first shot there.
Yep. You don't really hold actions in 5th edition. You set a trigger, and then when the trigger goes off, it happens. So,
well,
you can choose to not have it happen, and then you lose the action.
That one's probably in range for weed also.
Oh yeah, good call. Thanks. Yeah. Hope never fails.
Weed's
Carefully
first
taking
roll
a
of
shot.
the night gets a crit.
Weed hits the zombie right in the forehead. The nut kind of sinks into the soft flesh of the forehead a little bit, and just kind of stays there, sticking out. Let's see, and then Belsar had a held action as well, so he will take it. With a short prayer and draconic, Belisar fires forth a ray of frost that strikes the musk zombie, leaving a line of rime across its chest.
Woo.
And finally, Kwasha. Who do we lose?
Angel.
Oh, she was here. Then she departed.
Yeah, but I think mic problem of some kind, probably.
Probably. All right. So that catches everyone up there. This guy. Attempts to like slam both arms down onto Hux, but Hux nimbly dodges out of the way. I think that's the only guy who can reach you.
Okay, is that the end of his turn?
5, 10. Yes.
Okay, I'll use the skirmish ability to GTFO.
Nice. Awesome. And then it's your turn again, Hux. So we're back to the top. These zombies do not move very fast.
Okay, I'm going to target The one that is in combat with Balasar.
Excellent.
Oh, I guess I should have asked this beforehand. Just to be fair, what kind of weather is it out right now?
Yeah, I already checked that. It's still overcast.
Excellent. Okay.
So you're okay for now. I was on top of that.
Sorry, y'all. I had to like restart the thing, and now it's not letting me relog in.
Oh, here, I can help with that actually. I know part of that issue. All right, you should be able to reconnect now.
All right.
We didn't miss too much. We just had a plan. A plan was come up with briefly to kind of lead the zombies into a crossfire, and it's working okay. Pretty well so far.
Okay, so after the shot, I'm going to then move over here.
Small kobold clad in cloth and leathers darts around the battlefield, firing off an arrow as they go, and the arrow sinks right into once more directly into the side of the zombie. A little bit of like blackish yellowish ooze kind of leaks out of the wound. Is your turn done?
Let's see. I don't think I can do anything else with my cunning action. Because I can't really hide or disengage. So yeah, my turn's done.
Cool. Still giving you issues, Angel? Apparently. Sorry, I got it.
Ooh, technical issues.
Hey, wouldn't be a session if we didn't have at least one.
This is true.
Shine quickly follows up Hux's attack with one of her own. Also moving as she fires. Her arrow shoots right through the zombie's eye into the soft brain matter, and it falls back against the wall behind it. Fennec.
Alright, seeing the other zombie now in the river by us, I'm gonna drop my bow or my crossbow, pull out my sword and shield. Push it.
Nice.
Swinging my sword across and sticking it. Damage.
Nice.
Then yeah. And with my shield master, I'm gonna use my bonus action to try and shove it 5 feet with my shield. So
Awesome.
is that just a strength roll or?
Let me see what the feat says. No, it's an athletics check actually.
Athletics check?
Yeah, and it's contested by it's athletics or acrobatics, whichever one it wants. It'll go with
Okay.
athletics.
Sounds good.
It manages to keep its footing in the water running past you, even as Fennec shoves its shield directly into its chest.
Okay. And that will be my turn. Oh.
Great.
That character might not be found to play because I think you're in control.
Oh, I know it's yeah. All right, is that? Can you hear me, Angel? Oh, you're breaking up a little, but are you connected to your character currently or not?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
It's working now. Good.
I just saw the Discord.
Yep. I was waiting for you to finish your turn.
Oh, sorry, forgot to click that.
No, I meant to answer Angel's question. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Suggestion, because I'm kind of starving after work, so I'm like eating cereal right now, and I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
fine.
you guys want to hear that.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Weed hucks another nut at the zombie the Fennec is fighting. It strikes it quite handily. I guess Zaka will turn and fire at the other zombie that's kind of further away and coming in your guys' direction. Her first shot goes wide, but the second strike lands right into the thing's thigh. Still, it stumbles forward. Bran.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go toward number 4. Just draw the rapier and get in on that one as it's kind of intercepted before it starts coming at us from the side there. Kind of like that.
Yep.
And that's a natural 2 again. So I missed.
You'll have that. Also, let me make sure I set up the...
Feeling pretty dunked on over here. All right. Yep, that's all I can do, I'm pretty sure. Unless nobody's injured, right?
Nope, not currently. That's the good
All right.
news.
Good enough. Right.
At the front.
Trying to decide what Belisar will do. Yeah, nobody's hurt, so this doesn't seem like a huge threat. I think he'll just keep firing off some frost rays. Perfect. A blast of chilling frost shoots over Bran's shoulder as he engages with the other zombie. Belisar's helping him out. Your new friend, the Stegosaurus, delightfully named Steggy Boy for the time being, kind of looks dismissively down at the zombie that has landed next to him. And then its huge tail swings around. The spikes on the end landing solidly in the zombie's chest and smashing it against the wall. The zombie's still moving, but it's kind of twitching and bloodied immediately.
Damn, Sticky boy.
Mm. Things are going pretty well. Squash will stride forward with his shillelagh enchanted quarterstaff and his bark skin and slam it at the zombie that Fennec is fighting. The thorned staff hits with a crunching noise. Let's see what else we got going on here. Zombies will continue to stagger towards you and or attack you. One of the initial ones that saw Hux begins to pick its way through the rubble, but kind of stumbles and falls a few times, having a difficult time in the terrain. The one by Steggy Boy, I guess it just kind of tries to attack Steggy Boy. But it just kind of scrabbles at the creature's tough hide. This one's thin, pale, bony fingers reach up and kind of grab a hold tightly of Bran's forearm, digging into the flesh painfully. Brad's able to yank his arm free almost immediately, but stings a bit. Miraculously, this one manages to land a hit on Fennec.
I'm impressed.
Kind of just pulling the shield to the side and like slamming its forearm hard into your upper chest and neck area, kind of where the armor's less.
Ah, I see you are not absent training, zombie.
Hux. Back to you.
All right. Let's see. Which one is on Bran right now?
That is 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a shot at that one.
No advantage, but you do get sneak attack damage if you hit.
Isn't it?
Oh, it is because of pack tactics. Sorry, I keep forgetting that you're different from most rogues.
Kobolds.
Oh, wait. Oh man, I still hit.
Indeed, their AC is deplorable, despicable.
Yes, morally, just morally.
It's yes.
Evil, wrong,
Ethically, their AC is really dicey. Following up the ray of frost from 4, an arrow from Hux fires past Bran, sinking into the side of the zombie's neck. Once more, that strange ichor leaks forth. It does not pay any heed to the wound, but it's clearly injured.
Okay, and then I'll just move. Okay, so yep, I just moved right there, and I'm feeling pretty all right. That should end my turn.
Shine's turn.
In that case, I'm gonna hit. Remember.
Sorry, your mic's cutting out a lot. I don't know if your push to talk is not working or if it's pickup. I recommend switching to push to talk if you're not on it already and minding your delay.
No. All right.
Might be like the same issues I was having last week, kind of along the same lines, maybe. I don't know if it's like overall connection, but
If you are talking, we cannot hear you.
looks like you.
Serious, I was trying to remember.
That seemed a little better. Yeah, your mic is just randomly picking you up or not. I don't know if your mic is broken or if it's a technical issue on Discord side. Probably restarting Discord. I'm just gonna continue to take her turns.
was
She
gonna
can
say,
catch
there's
up
also
when she
like a
gets
push-
here.
There's also like a push to talk delay thing that you want to turn
Oh.
down because sometimes people have that up. I'm not sure exactly why, but I don't know what it does by default.
Any better? Well, anyway, just take your turn in Fantasy Grounds, go to the Actions tab, and then you can control click on the enemy to target, or you can drag the +7 d20 there over to the enemy you're trying to attack, either on the combat tracker or so you moved yourself instead. Either on the combat tracker or on their token on the map. So just keep things moving. I don't know if you can even hear me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take your turn here. Assume you just want to fire your longbow at this thing, which you succeed at doing quite handily. Fennec.
Right.
I have turned on the thing so that when it's your turn, it'll make a bell noise. My other groups seem to like it. If you hate it, let me know.
I noticed that because I had that go off, and I was like, "What did I just click to cause the window notification?"
No. I realized this game didn't have it turned on, so.
Okay.
But if everybody hates it, I can turn that off just as easily. We'll try it for a few rounds here.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my splashy stabby thing and hit. 10 damage.
That'll finish that one off.
All right.
Longsword slicing the zombie's head handily from its shoulders.
All right. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. It still broke up a little bit, but it was much clearer than before, and all of it seemed to come through.
Yeah, so I'm totally giving up on push to talk. I'll just mute myself whenever I want to eat because that did not work for me. And
Yeah.
it kicked me from two.
Yep. You did hit the one by brand, by the way. I just took your turn for you, and you did some damage.
I'm just gonna move over towards number 2 and then end my turn.
Excellent. Those rocks are difficult terrain, so it costs twice as much movement.
So should I be the square below? Because this one.
Yeah, I think you only had 5 feet left, right? So yeah, you should be one back, unfortunately. Not that it super matters, just
That's fine.
they're impeded by it, so you should be. Let's see. Weed will scamper up a bit, Huck another nut at the one that's advancing. This one will go wide. It bounces off a couple of the rocks that are in the way. And then the veggie pygmy will scamper backwards again. Yeah, I did that right. Good. Seem to have that situation in hand. Azaka will turn once more and fire off her 2 longbows attacks over Fennec's shoulder. Once again, the first one goes wide, and the second one misses as well. See, it's not just PCs that miss. I miss all the time.
I think Azaka has a history of missing with the bow.
She really does. I mean, it's just bad rolls. It's only one less than her melee attacks, but it just seems to matter. All right, Bran, on you. You still have an injured zombie in front of you.
Aha.
Bran's rapier pierces its parchment-thin skin.
Hey, there we are.
It kind of just collapses into a pile of bones and dust in front of him.
I guess. Let's see. Also, hold on one sec. Can do that. Then last action I'll just move up to this one.
Excellent. Balsar will... He doesn't have to move to hit that one, I don't think, so... Nope. Fire off another ray of frost. Which mostly misses. It's kind of a small little bit of hail striking the thing. Twisting back the other way, tail swinging out once more. Second boy, I am sure, decimates this thing. There's no kill like overkill. Just the body goes careening in the air and out towards where the crocodiles are, where they fall upon the remains with gusto. Wash will move up and fire off another small, like handball sized bunch of flame, striking the zombie that's trying to advance but not doing a great job. It stops a few feet in front of Fennec and just kind of tilts its head slightly and holds out its arms as if asking for an embrace.
Oh, it's the friendly zombie.
Some of the pollen from above does careen down, kind of drift down, and Fennec can feel it falling over him, almost as if it's being directed in his direction. He does get to, well, he succeeded in the first one. I was going to give you advantage, but a 20 doesn't matter here. Thanks to the fabric over your mouth, you're able to resist the effects of it.
Woo.
Okay, I am going. Hux is going to hold their action until Friendly gets within 5 feet of the last zombie.
Nice. And then you're going to fire, I assume.
Yes.
Cool. Shine, if you're there, if it's working.
Seems like it is so far.
Cool.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, I hear you much better now.
Yep,
Sometimes
not
you
getting
have
the
to
weird.
turn it off and turn it back on again. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna shoot it. That should be the last one, right?
Yes, as far as you guys are aware, it is the last one.
Sweet.
Gosh, I really say stuff like that all the time. I gotta dial that back.
But I can't remember how to target it.
That's okay. You can control click on it, either in the combat tracker or on its token on the map to target it, or you can click and drag stuff over to those two things as well to affect it.
Oh,
That's right. Their AC is less than 10.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, you just rolled an attack again with your rapier instead of the damage. There you go.
Woo.
Another arrow sinks into it. It pays it little heed. Anything else, Shine? Do you want to move at all, or?
No, I'm good where I'm at. So I end my turn.
Usually in combat, by the way, I use character names just so that I can, it helps me remember them as time goes on. That's how I try to keep everybody's names straight.
Oh, no, you're good.
Fennec.
Right. Forward. Mop up this last zombie. Damn. Just barely low enough.
Yeah. So yeah, that triggers my held action.
It does after, well, you missed, I guess, so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. By the way, Fennec, your half-orc ability that adds the extra damage die
Mhm.
only applies to melee attacks. So I changed that on your automated
okay.
stuff, just in case it comes up.
Mm.
I don't think that'll come up very often for you, but I just thought I'd mention that I changed something on your sheet. Yeah, and then Hux will finish that one off.
Yeah, I don't know why it did double damage.
Oh, you're right. It shouldn't have. So it should have, oh dear, exceeded hit points by 6. So it should have 5 hit points left. Spoilers.
16 and then another 11.
Right. It did damage twice for some reason, so probably just an accidental double click or something. So it should still be barely on its feet, and it is kind of swaying back and forth in front of Fennec. For the moment, anyway.
Use my bonus action to shove it with my shield. Probably failing.
Wow. Well, they're rolling well on that, at least. It refuses to be shoved away. Anything else, Fennec?
Nope. That's my turn.
By the way, I received some feedback on a friend from a fan that they really like Fennec's name.
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Name's Fennec Foe.
And
It's spelt a certain way in specifically for that.
Is it supposed to be a play on something? Maybe I didn't notice.
Yeah.
A fennec fox.
Okay, I was wondering about that, but I didn't think it was. Yeah, okay. I didn't think that was. I thought that was just kind of. Excellent. Okay, all right.
Weed moves forward, and of course, he is the one. The tiny veggie pygmy is the one to finish off this last zombie as the nut bounces. He does kind of a ricochet shot. It bounces off the wall and then strikes the side of the zombie's temple. It looks dumbly a fennec for a moment, then falls. Also, just kind of collapsing into dust and bones.
Shine cheers and runs over and like lifts up Weed. Way to go!
Weed pumps his fist in the air. He's into it.
Yay, Weedy boy.
All companion.
Combat over.
So it would seem.
As far
Gosh,
as you know.
there I go again. Yes, you're out of initiative.
I could fly up and scout first in case there's like more coming. I suppose maybe if that's cool.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
You'll fly?
You fly up?
Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said scout.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he said
no.
both things.
I'm doing the laziest. I'm doing the lazy bird version of scouting, which is just to get a higher vantage point as opposed to actually doing what you do, which is professional.
So Hux knows that, like, the plant that created the zombies it has to be, like, somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since I've been exposed to it recently, would I know if I could be affected again, or is it something like I'm okay for a little while?
You know that it's, like, it specifically has to target people. It's not just, like, a constant area of effect thing.
Oh, that's...
It's, like, spraying it at you guys. And it has a certain range. That's why you know it must be, like, in that area.
Okay.
And it
then.
only has a limited amount of pollen. So you're not sure how much it's used, of course. But
Did 17 get me anything?
oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, you fly up. Sorry. Do you know what it looks like though? Do you know are you looking for anything in particular? I mean, I assume the plant, but I don't know how much of this information Hux is sharing. I guess is what I'm asking.
I don't actually know what it looks like. I just know what the pollen looks like. So I guess I'm looking for a place where the pollen is kind of thicker or seems to be coming from, like the highest concentration of density or whatever.
You're able to recognize it. You can see that it's on kind of the side of this tree over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just convey that to everyone. It's like up there. There's a tree. It's kind of on that side.
Did you see the token that I revealed, by the way? Sorry, it's not very big, so.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I put a circle around it just to make it easier for people to see.
Yeah.
We must, Kawasha says, we need to use fire. It is quite resistant to, it will grow back unless we uproot it and burn it. Or we can just avoid it.
Kawasha said we need to uproot it.
Yeah, he said we need to uproot it and burn it.
I mean, we do have a Stegosaurus. We could do that.
Balasar would observe, I am sure it may not be a good idea to put the Stegosaurus near the mind-controlling plant.
I have an idea.
I do agree with that idea. Let's not have the dinosaur get mind controlled and kill us.
But like, we could make it use up all of its pollen, and then the Steggy boy could run in and literally just like whack it to the side.
Wait, I
Who
have
knows
an
how
idea.
long that can take, though?
Shine, you could shoot it from here, yeah?
Most likely.
Not from
Shoot it,
there.
I think I could set it on fire.
No, but theoretically, if I got like close enough, it should be fine.
You just need to like sit on someone's shoulders or something. You just need like 5 feet higher up, or stand on a rock or something. There's ways. Yes.
I could fly her up onto the other side of the thing. Maybe.
Don't do
Alec, wanna
that.
Do me a solid?
What's that?
Oh,
You
Don't-
do know that there was a different mind controlling effect on the other side.
yeah.
Hux identified that as 2 different plants.
Yeah, Hux would say, I believe on the other side, it's one that attracts you so it can feed upon you. A sort of giant carnivorous plant.
Sorry, are you talking about kind of over here?
Oh, over there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like,
Oh, okay.
get a vantage point from there, shoot from there. I have a way of setting it on fire from that position. If I can, I just need an arrow to be in it.
Yeah, sure.
At least I think my plan will work. We'll see.
Kwasha says I can also produce flame if you wish to. not
Actually, he's a
waste
little
your
bit more
spells.
directly. I was just,
Yeah.
I wanted to do my cool thing, but go ahead, Kawash. I feel very redundant. Go ahead, buddy. No, I'm just kidding.
Brutal. I'm just
No,
trying to
I
save you
don't
spell
actually say
slots,
any of
okay?
that. Wait, what?
I'm just trying to save you spell slots, okay?
No, I understand.
But
I
cool
understand.
thing.
No, I think Kawasha should do it because he's more directly like, "Why- I'm gonna set it out there."
I guess, yeah.
Okay, the summoner, go ahead.
Except,
Anybody?
there's a chance that he will be. Let me see. I gotta put it on his turn in the tracker for me to be able to do this properly. 1 sec. All right. We'll see if Kwasha can do this. Unless anybody has any other objections to this plan of Kwasha just standing there and hucking fireballs at it. Tiny fireballs, lower F fireballs. Until it's gone.
As long as
Sounds
he hits
good.
it, I think it's a
mean-
good idea.
Okay.
If need be, we could always do the cool thing and huck fireballs at it.
I don't think anybody has fireballs, but yeah, that's true. Okay, hold on
Not
a
till next
sec.
level.
It gets 1 try. No lie. Oh, come on, Kwasha. Seriously?
Okay, we gotta pull him. Wait, do you cover
Kwasha
the-
clambers up to the edge and then just kind of stands there staring in its direction.
Kawasha
says-
didn't cover his mouth, did he?
He says, oh, he did actually shoot. You're right. Okay, so he gets another save. Good call. I was like, does he have advantage on this? Oh, that definitely makes
You're
it.
welcome, Kawasha. You're welcome.
All right. All right, so he's able to resist it, and then he's able to. We don't need to necessarily play this part out because it doesn't have any ranged attacks, so he just keeps chucking fireballs at it with his cantrip until it's produce flame until it's done. Well done. Through
Hooray!
the power of knowledge and planning, you defeated this enemy.
Threat eliminated.
Does everyone have like a mask going forward over their face?
Yes.
I believe so.
Oh yes, I do.
Uh,
My wisdom save is not good.
Steggy boy.
Weed like
Okay.
shakes both his hands, and he's like, kind of dances back and forth, like, forget it. He's not wearing one, is what I'm trying to say. But he doesn't also seem to be concerned about it.
Does he even
I offer a
breathe?
tiny piece of cloth.
He like holds up
Joke's
his
on
hand. He's
you, I
like,
don't have
Or
a
the
mind.
weed.
he's just kind of like, it's so much easier to play weed when people could see me. I need a camera. He like just kind of waves his hand off, clearly, and then like makes a bunch of gestures at Kwasha, and Kwasha says, he does not breathe. He is a plant. I
Then
mean,
I
he
can turn it
breathes,
into
but in
a
a
bow
different
tie
way
and
than
wrap
us.
it around his neck.
Oh, Weed gives you 2 thumbs up.
But no, definite mask for Steggy Boy too.
I don't think we have enough cloth for that.
I mean, I can.
Well, nobody
tear up one.
sacrificed a shirt.
Yeah, no, that's what I did for mine. I have an extra pair of clothes. I can just rip one up for Stiggy Boy.
Like, I got a spare set.
Yeah,
I give
between
my
the
shirt.
two of us.
I give Steggy Boy the literal shirt off my back.
That's beautiful. Steggy Boy looks like a giant dinosaur bandit.
Which he is.
Clearly, Steggy Boy doesn't seem too interested in going deeper into this garden area. He's just kind of just standing there by the entrance, watching the crocodiles and occasionally munching on some like plant life that's in the water.
Oh, so my shirt was destroyed for nothing. Oops.
Well, it's not destroyed. You could have just tied it around him, so
I guess.
you can get it back later.
It's Steggy Boy the kid.
It honestly, the Stegosaurus will have a difficult time maneuvering to get up these stairs. So,
due to his largeness.
yes, I don't think it's even. I guess he could
I mean,
squeeze.
isn't it just a 5-foot incline to that?
It's 15 feet. So
Oh.
Steggy can actually kind of see over it. a
Oh
bit.
yeah, this is 5 feet up from where the crocodiles are, right? Where we currently are.
Yeah, it's 5 feet from the crocodiles to like the avenue there, and then it's 15 feet
Oh, okay.
up to the next level, and then 20 feet up to the next level, then 35 feet up to the next level, and then there's kind of those recessed areas to the north that are 10 feet
Okay.
down.
I
from
understand that now.
Yeah.
Hey, if Weed has a bow tie, does that mean he gets like a charisma bonus?
There. Maybe. We'll
Bow
keep that
ties
in
are
mind.
cool.
And he looks adorable, and he's rocking his bow tie.
And he scored a crit.
Then he definitely deserves.
Sorry, Jay just got back to us. Who plays Balasar? He won't be able to make it because he's not feeling well. Which is fine. I will just play that character for today. That's why we have 5 people, so that up to 2 people can be missing and we can still play.
Huzzah.
I just want to respond to him. All right, we're good to go there. So, how shall you proceed from here? You're fairly certain that the like western side here of the garden area is clear.
Okay, so we killed the giant yellow thing. So have we looted the body yet?
Oh yeah, no one looted anything yet.
Yeah, let's go and like loot the area. Because I can guarantee you there should be some really cool stuff.
Were the zombies carrying anything?
Let's find out.
Oh, well.
You don't find any zombies. You do find the rotting corpse, a rotting human corpse. It doesn't look like it was like within range, I guess, of the musk, and it doesn't look like it was. It just has like it doesn't have any clear injuries on it. You're not quite sure how or why it died without a deeper investigation. But clearly, it has a variety of treasure on it.
Would I know? Hux doesn't really have medicine, but they do have nature. Is it possible to look to see if something poisoned or something from nature killed this person?
This is an investigation check first. But
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. Does anyone want to help?
Anybody else? Well, Bran can help anyone because he's half trained and everything. But if anybody else is trained in investigation, they can help. I don't think anyone is though.
Nope.
I think it's just you. So Bran is the only one who can help with this.
Okay.
So is there like anything shiny around the area while he's doing that?
That's all you find, really. That there is shiny stuff on the guy, which I'll get to in just a sec. I just want to see the results of the investigation check first.
Okay.
You see that as you guys are searching the body, Hux is able to kind of like pull away the edge of the robe from around its neck a little bit, and Hux can see that there's like a faded red mark all around its neck. It was strangled to death. Hux suspects this is the work of a thing known as an assassin vine, which is a type of plant that is mobile. It moves around and it strangles people quite violently. They're pretty terrifying, actually.
Where's the body?
The body is over on this side. Here, I'll put a little token down. Not there. The body's right here, so kind of to the south here. Well out of range of where the plant was able to fire its musk.
What, the O?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
The zombies don't have anything on them. Nothing useful anyway. Anything they had is long since kind of rotted away or been taken from them, maybe.
And that goes for the corpse of the tree as well? Or
It was a plant.
Oh.
It was just a plant. It doesn't have anything special on it. You could possibly harvest some of the musk if you wanted.
Oh, yes.
With the right processing, it can be used as like, a fun time experience.
What would you need to do to be able to harvest it?
The harvesting really isn't that hard. That's not the hard part. The difficult part is like the processing, which requires like alchemical tools.
Okay, in that case, after we're done looking around at the guy, the strangled victim.
There's stuff in the guy's body. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
There's 15 gold pieces in like a pouch. I'm adding this stuff to the party inventory, which you can access again by.
Should Hux be all the way over by it then?
It's. I mean, we don't really need to move tokens around specifically during these sections, but yes, presumably most of you are all over by that, or kind of like spread out searching the area. There's also a small wooden box. It's not actually small. It's like a foot long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It's not too heavy. It weighs like 4 pounds. Not quite sure what it is. It has a bunch of like one sec. It didn't add correctly. There we go. Did I finish explaining how to access the party inventory? Click the little button on the upper right with the letter I and like the 3 people, and then click the inventory tab.
Yeah.
And then you guys can distribute stuff how you're carrying it. Some of the minor stuff that's on there is either stuff that your NPCs have or that you're not, stuff that doesn't weigh very much. This item someone will actually have to like take and carry, so I want to know who has it. He's also got a backpack. It's got like a book in it, and the book is actually titled Strange Fauna of Chult.
Ooh, I want to read that.
Or Flora, sorry.
Oh.
And he also has a bottle. There's also a bottle of ink, an ink pen, like some sheets of parchment. little bag of sand, and a small knife. Clearly, this guy was like some kind of scholar or mage who came in this direction looking for strange plants and succeeded all too well.
Is there anything written like that he wrote down, like notes on the paper?
No, there's no notes on this paper. This paper is blank.
Can I open the box?
No, you don't see any. Oh, it's clearly like has stuff inside of it, but it doesn't have any kind of latch or like hinge or way that you can see it. It clearly like opens in some way. You can see like seams, but you can't quite figure it out.
Okay, I shake it like a Christmas present, and then stuff it in my backpack because the merchant prince can probably figure out a way to get it open. If shaking it doesn't work, does shaking it work?
One
So
sec.
I think as she's shaking it, Fennec kind of takes an interest. Like, hey, don't shake that. It could be very old and valuable.
Shake, shake.
May I see that? I'd like to do a history check on
It
the
definitely,
box.
like I said, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. It definitely
cool.
makes like a sound.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Both of you can do those things.
Wow. I don't know anything.
After shaking it by the sound of what's inside, you have a guess as to what this is. You think that it's a folding boat. Basically, it's a box that can magically unfold into a boat. It's pretty handy.
Oh man.
But you need to know the command words. To find those out, you'll have to study it for a short rest.
Can we also get
But
a
you should be
folding
able to figure it
house,
out.
maybe?
Hmm?
Can we also get a folding house?
We'll get, what is that called? The Iron Fortress or whatever?
No,
There
I
is a
think
thing
that's
like that. Oh.
So is it just
I
like
think-
a canoe boat, or is it like a good sized boat? Is it a house boat?
It's a pretty big boat. I mean, there's so if you look at the chat and click the little red dragon head, I have shared an image of kind of how it works.
Cool. That's
Um,
pretty.
and then now that you've identified it in the inventory tab, you can click the dragon head next to it. It gives all the information. It has several like formats, as you can see. Those are like 3 different ways. It can be it could be like a rowboat, basically, or like a very small sailboat, or it can be a ship 24 feet long, or it can be like a canoe.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, sorry, just the first 2. So it's got rowboat or ship.
Nice.
Would it be long enough to fit everyone in the party?
Oh, absolutely. Even the smaller version can fit up to 4 medium creatures, so not quite everyone. The bigger version can hold up to 15 people.
And it has a cabin.
I'm guessing we won't know which version we have until we can get it open.
No. Everyone has both of those versions. There's 3 command words. The first 2, one of them, the first 2 tells it to unfold into. The first 2, each of those command words is for each of the type of ship it unfolds into. The third command word is to make it fold back up.
Nice.
Don't leave things inside of it when you fold it back up.
Don't fall asleep in there. It'll be horrible.
No, actually, you just kind of get left outside. Nothing too bad happens.
Oh, okay.
It's just not like if you're on the water, it's not very. You'll lose your stuff. So Shine said she's going to carry that for now.
Yes.
Cool. I've added that to Shine's inventory.
Cool. And you
And
said
again,
not to shoot.
you won't know the command words until you have a chance to study it during a short rest.
Mhm. I laugh at Fennec, and I'm like, haha, you said not to shake it.
Fennec, you don't think this is of any particular historical value?
No, I was like, it's pretty worthless. I just
You never
dismiss
know
it.
when you might need a boat that fits in your pocket.
Why would you possibly not want a giant boat? Like, I could potentially like throw that at someone and make it expand and hit them with a boat. I'm
You
just
got a good
saying.
point
That's how it
there.
works.
Like, this is great crowd control.
Got a point there.
Could also be used for cover. We have a bunch of incoming arrows. We bring that out and we can move with it. It's like a big old shield, right?
Hmm.
Oh no, what have I done?
So many practical use.
How quickly does it like expand?
I think it says.
I'm trying to find it.
Folding boat. Let's see.
Okay, good. The weight becomes that of a normal vessel if it's size. So if I like throw a giant boat at stuff, what's the durability on this boat?
I
So you don't
mean,
have to unfold it.
normal.
You know, it's not like unfolding something a bunch of times. It's like just boop.
It unfolds itself.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It doesn't say how long exactly, so I guess it goes pretty quick.
Like the only all it takes for me to like use an action to speak the word, and that's all it tells me time wise.
Yep, it takes an action, so it takes 6 seconds to unfold. Or fold back up.
Boo.
So if there's something in the boat, like an enemy or something like that, and it folds back up, would they have to like pause
No,
themselves?
it says at the end. If there's anything in the boat that would fit in the box, then it fits in the box. If it won't fit in the box, then it just like it unfolds around it and kind of just leaves it standing there.
Okay, so nothing disorienting. It's not like gonna knock them out the boat.
No.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having a lot of fun with the things I could potentially do with this boat.
It's okay. I like creativity. That's what 5th edition is about.
Hey, could you do me a favor and eat this box?
Again, it's not like pocket sized. It is like a foot long.
I
But
know,
yeah,
I know.
that's great. If you guys kill a dragon by doing that, 10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Hufflepuff, you mean?
Even better. All right. Where to from here, team? You're pretty certain that there's not like any other treasure in this area. Although if you keep looking, you might find other random stuff that's kind of buried in the garden. It's up to you
I
what
think
you
we
want to
should-
do.
In that case, I would like to continue looking around to see what other cool stuff, because this is a very, very old garden.
I'm kind of interested in moving toward that big building, the one that's kind of more central with the heads jutting out from it.
I was interested in taking a look at the stairway thing.
Sure, okay. Let's see here. I'll start with that, then and Shine can continue to look while they look around.
Cool.
I'll help Shine. It will be a perception check or investigation.
There's no check, it just takes some time.
Okay, I'll
See
help
if you
Shine
find
then.
anything. Let's see. What are those? Oh, I see. So you can open that up and you see that it's kind of like it's a very small stairway that leads down into like it just goes down and then over into like this area. See where the arrow's pointing now?
Okay.
Like it comes back up right over there.
Maybe there's a way to drain the water.
Hold on one more moment. Let me check one thing. Sorry, this is written very confusedly for me.
All good.
Oh no, you're good.
What? Oh. Wait, maybe that's not where it goes. Yeah, I guess that's just like you open up and you can see that it leads to like a flooded, collapsed area. Like it was some sort of like maybe a storage area or like some area of the ruins that was once deeper inside, but has long since fallen into ruin and flooded from all the water that's been going where it's not supposed to go anymore.
Okay. Does it look like it's I'd be able to swim into the water?
Yes, although it doesn't. I guess, yeah, absolutely. Although it quickly would require you to like hold your breath and go under because it's just kind of pooled there at the bottom of the steps, and then the steps clearly go deeper, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then it's completely flooded. You can definitely go swimming in there if you like.
Yeah, I think I'll go in there and see if there might be anything left behind in the flooded
Great.
ruins.
Okay.
Not sure if I like shadow dice suddenly flying out.
Nothing to be concerned about.
There's a reason I'm sticking around.
It's fine. I mean, how attached to you are you to that character?
If you have to make another character, will it be another animal pun type thing?
I don't think I'll be able to come up with one as clever as this one.
Oh,
No, there's this great story on Facebook where this kid had a character just came back as character Junior. I'm here to avenge my father.
that's my twin brother I never talked about. Like had the exact same aspirations as I did, but you know, you find a note.
Crazy the kind of people you find.
Under there, so there's like a little air bubble kind of underneath that you quickly find that kind of leads up to an edge that just where you see several plants have grown, and you recognize one of the plants. Not the plant itself actually, but like the roots of the plants that you can get to from here. And you recognize that one of the roots is actually a very useful variety of plant called a wild root that I've now added to your inventory, assuming that you do want to take it. If you
Yes.
rub it into a poison creature's bloodstream, like by putting it on an open wound or whatever, it gets rid of the poison condition.
Nice. Yes, I will hold on to that.
Meanwhile, the other two, let me continue to search. I think Balasar would just kind of stay in like a central area trying to keep an eye on everyone. Hux and Shine, if you guys see this box that I put down on like the southern-ish side, 20-foot box there, put yourselves in that box somewhere.
So
Here, I'll point an arrow at it. Yeah, where Hux is now. Somewhere in that box.
there I
Although,
am.
actually on a square, please, Hux. All right, perfect. This is just kind of as you search around, so I know where you're at.
Okay.
All right. No more moving. Both of you, please make perception checks.
Oh, good.
All right. Hux, you don't see anything out of the ordinary, but as you're kind of looking over in this area, Shine, you look up at you glance upwards briefly, and you can see curled in the branches of the tree kind of above you is a very large snake. It has kind of like horns on the side of its head, and it looks like it's getting ready to like pounce at you. So you're not in the surprise round. I mean, you are in the surprise round. Hux is not.
Can I do an animal handling check and offer it food?
No, it will go before you. You are offering it food. The food is you.
I'm sure I'm much more interesting.
It kind of is coiled tightly around the branch in these concentric circular patterns, kind of pressed back against the branch. And it springs outward at incredible speed, just like its head pointed forward, as if it was like a javelin being thrown.
Bad danger noodle.
It is a deadly, deadly danger noodle. It strikes lightning fast, knocking Shine back a step as it just tears across its chest with its teeth and its horns. It feels like you were just hit, not by a javelin, but by a ballista. It strikes hard.
Mother.
That is just not nice at all.
A scream of mother. Wait. We're allowed
And
to cuss
then-
on this channel, right?
Quickly it becomes clear. Yeah, that's cussing is fine.
Motherfucker.
It quickly becomes clear that there's two. One kind of curled up over here by this statue as well, and this one fires out at Hux.
All I wanted was shiny shit.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to do one thing. One sec. Shoot. Oh, good. Okay. Did I do that right? Yep, I did everything right. Okay. And then... And this is kind of happening as Fennec like comes up out of the water, by the way.
Okay.
There wasn't anything else useful down there. You quickly found that the passage had long since like collapsed. You could probably pick your way through, but you suspect it just goes to the stairs on the other side.
Okay.
And you don't know if you could swim that far. It'd be tricky. Shine gets to act in the surprise round. So its head like immediately retreats backwards, and it's like recoiling itself kind of around the branch. It is 15 feet up in the only 10 feet. 10 feet up in the tree.
Okay, so I can't hit it with the rapier, but I
No.
can shoot it in the face.
You bet you can.
Let's see. What are my arcane shots again?
Well, you get to decide if you use those when you hit, so you can wait. But
No, I'm just thinking about it.
you took shadow and grasping.
All right,
shadow
so
arrow, dude.
I'm gonna shoot it in the face.
Nice.
Swear to God, if I miss this.
Well, you're attacking the one that attacked you.
Yes.
That is a miss.
Dang. Wait, in that case, I use action surge, and I shoot it in the face again. Can I do that?
You bet you can.
Please, for the love of God. Yes, same one. Sorry.
That's okay. That one is a hit.
Okay, cool. In that case, I use Grasping Arrow.
Cool.
And
So that's the one that does what?
wait. That's the one that does poison damage and is a strength check.
Yes.
So that actually, he'll probably be able to get out of that pretty easy.
It's a pretty big snake.
Yeah, so Shadow Arrow, so he can't see.
Sweet. So to do that one,
It's necrotic damage.
psychic with shadow.
Psychic damage?
Yeah. So on your actions tab, just click the magnifying glass next to arcane shot, and then click on the effect button next to the one that has psychic damage, and that will add the psychic damage to your damage roll automatically. And then I have to fix the save because it's wrong. So I'll fix that while you're working on. Well, you just roll damage. 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence modifier. 2, 4, 12. Okay.
Nice.
I guess it's irrelevant about the save, but I'll still fix that since I'm there.
You.
As the arrow strikes, what is it described as? Shadow? Illusion magic. Interesting. As it strikes, there's kind of just like a burst of multicolored energy in every direction. It's very confusing. And when the light fades after a moment of the bright flash, there's the thing is just kind of hanging limply from the branch, clearly no longer conscious or alive.
Come after me again, bitch.
There we go. Cool.
And then I turn to Hux so I can shoot that one in the face whenever I get a chance to.
Excellent. Do you want to move at all?
Do I need to?
Not particularly. You're not quite sure how far they can shoot out at you, but
I'm gonna back up a little bit, like 5-foot step.
no problem. All right, now we're going to skip to the first actual round. All right. Unfortunately, they do get to attack again before
Crap.
Hux has a
There's only
chance to
one?
react. There's just one left. And it misses.
Woohoo!
Now Hux is able to kind of roll to the side, or duck to the side slightly as it springs out at him. Let's see. And then it's Hux's turn.
Okay, I'm going to disengage as my bonus action. Then move. And attack it. No sneak attack, no advantage, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, no advantage, but you still get sneak attack?
No, I said no sneak attack,
Oh,
no advantage.
I mean, you could. I mean, just if you want a suggestion, you could definitely like dive into those bushes and use your cunning action to try to hide first.
Yeah, but then it'd probably get an attack of opportunity on me, and I use my cunning action to disengage.
That's a good point. Yes, you are correct on all levels there.
But I did hit it. So for 5, and then I have 20 movement left. So I'm going to how easy would it be for me to jump down to here, like to the lake or the river bed?
You'd have to make a DC 5 acrobatics check to avoid taking damage.
Okay, my acrobatics check is a +6.
Yeah, seems like you'll be fine. You don't have to roll. It's fine.
Okay.
He could nat one.
Nat ones, I don't
That
know
still
if
wouldn't
are
be a
automatic
failure.
failure.
They're not automatic failures on skill checks in 5th edition, so.
I guess that depends on the DM.
Oh, that's also true. Many DMs like to make 1s and 20s more exciting. They are automatic failures on attack rolls.
Yep.
All right, so what next?
Is how high up are those ledges that I'm right next to?
Those are 15-foot ledges.
Okay, I have 10 feet of movement left. I'm going to try and start climbing up one of those.
Cool.
I just have a picture of this kobold just like scrambling backwards until he like scrambles up the wall.
Ah, big snake.
I didn't take athlete, for no reason. So,
Scrambles back on all fours. Just, oh god.
it's what we do. We run away and shoot.
The proud kobold tradition. All right.
So
you
do I
done,
need
Hux?
to make? Do I need to make a athletics check to get 10 feet up that ledge?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, yes, I am done.
Your skill check is high enough, so. I mean, your athletics is a bit lower, but still. It's fine. In fact,
So does that make it my turn again? Because I would like to shoot it in the face one more time. Or this one in the face too.
Other people get to go first if they want.
I wasn't sure about how it would work
Yeah.
in this case.
Yeah. Now everybody's kind of aware of what's happening, so Weed will kind of rush over to try to help, but I don't think he can get there in time. 5, 10, 15. Oh, he can try to jump across the gap.
Do it, Weed. Do it.
Get it!
Oh no.
Weed falls flat on his face in like the gap as he tries to leap heroically across.
I'm
Good
gonna
effort.
reach out to catch him, and then it's all gonna go in slow motion as he falls.
Yeah.
No.
Bran, you can hear the sounds of combat as you kind of look down at Fennec taking a swim. His head surfaces once more from the water, and he's holding like this root, and then you hear the sounds of Shine and Hux in pain.
Okay. But Fennec looks okay, right?
Fennec looks fine.
Okay.
I mean, wet, but fine.
Let's see. And can I see the snake from here? Like the source of the commotion, basically. Like,
Yeah. I mean, you can't make a lot of. You're pretty far away, so you can't make out like a lot of details. But it looks like a big snake.
all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. Flight up, and so like my movement's 50, so I could just kind of like fly across like 20 or something like that, but then like fly up.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just want to get like a higher vantage point so I can kind of see where the snake is, like, and maybe close enough to hit it with my sling, just kind of as a, not doing nothing sort of move.
I think you're close enough to fire with your sling, but you will be at disadvantage due to the range. Let me check.
You know what?
You're also in range of. Where are your cantrips? You're in range. Oh no, Vicious Mockery is 60 feet. Okay.
I could cast.
If you went slightly less high up, you could just fly forward like this much further and be within range of Vicious Mockery.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Or how
You'll still be 20 feet up in the air from the ground level of the green area.
You're gonna mock him viciously. May I recommend Your Mother Was a Shoestring?
Not bad, not bad.
Or you can fire sling, whatever you'd like to do.
I could also like provide some support, like heal, but I don't know if we really need to do
I mean, as you get closer, you can see that Shine and Hux both like have taken some damage, but they're not bleeding or anything.
I don't feel very effective from over here. I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. You don't even want to viciously mock it?
Too late now.
Okay, fair enough. I respect you. Your choices. Zach will pull out her bow, I guess. Her legendarily effective bow. Hey, Schmetch. Ooh. Well, geez, I just need to pump her up before she fires, I guess.
Nobody had
She
to
fires
be-
off 2 quick arrows kind of over between Hux and Shine as Hux scrambles back and Shine kind of steps back, ready to fire. And the first one kind of makes it move to the side, but she anticipated that movement clearly. It was designed that way. And the second arrow strikes it right in the head, pinning it kind of to the branch, the rest of its body falling limp. And that takes care of that. There's all kinds of interesting things to find in this garden you've discovered.
In that case, I'm gonna go up and loot the bodies and take their horns because that sound cool.
Oh, the snakes are somehow actually carrying gold with them. They just said barf and dropped a bunch of coins if you beat them up.
No, I'm just saying they could get like some rings stuck on their horns or like have like a necklace that
Coin purse.
they grew into so it's like super tight in their bodies, like that one turtle in the 6-pack ring.
It's absolutely possible. It would seem that that is not what has happened here. You don't find any treasure on them, unfortunately. You're certainly welcome to harvest whatever parts from them that you like with a survival check.
I will do that if anyone would like to help me.
I would like the horns. I do not have a survival check. And parts of the skin.
How large were they again? Like how many? Like with?
Oh, they're big.
Medium-sized snake in D&D terms.
Oh, bigger than that. They were like at least 20 feet long. Yeah, they were large.
Wow.
And anyone who wants can also make a nature check to learn more about these things. But
I'll do both if I'm able.
yep. Oh, here I had an image. I should have
I
shared
feel
it.
like I was observing enough to probably justify that, but I didn't roll super great.
You both heard of these creatures. You don't know a lot about them, but they're definitely native to Chult. I shared an image of them that you can look at if you like. They're very cute, I think.
Yeah, they are.
See, I am really wishing I had
Soul
handle
sucking
animals.
eye.
See, that's
I would
why I
totally
didn't-
have one as a pet.
That's why I didn't attack it.
Brand's just like, oh, look at its face.
I
They're
can
called
never be bad at this face.
they're called jaculis, and they are well known for kind of luring or waiting to ambush their prey and then firing out as they did. Kind of like javelins. They're very good at throwing themselves. They're also talented climbers and swimmers, and they're notable in some areas of Chult as like forest spirits. Some of the minor gods of Chult are sometimes associated with them.
I know, right?
All right.
Also,
I'm
I
going.
want that blue skin.
Their hides are pretty well valued, yeah, because they're lovely. So
Okay.
Yeah,
If anyone,
definitely, definitely want that.
does anyone want to help me try and harvest their stuff?
yeah, Belisar can help you.
Yeah, waste not, want not.
Excellent.
I mean, probably make something cool out of it. Just can't like enchant it.
There we are.
I was thinking like they just had a pair of horns. I was wondering how large they were, but looks like they just have lots of them.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of like little spikes along the sides of their head.
Yeah.
Well, they're not little. Those things are like probably like at least 6-8 inches. But yeah.
Drinking horns, not really.
Yeah, you're easily able to harvest, I guess, 2 Jakuli hides. I'll add that to who's carrying them. They're not going to be super heavy.
Not me. I think I have 3 pounds till I'm over my capacity.
Shine's the
let me
one who
check
wanted
mine.
him.
Are they under 45 pounds?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll take it.
I'm gonna say they're like
And
5
more.
pounds each, because well, maybe less than that. Probably like 2 pounds each.
Yeah, I got about 50 pounds of leeway from myself, but yeah. But I also have. Oh wait, I'm carrying a chest, but I marked it with on our boat, so I should probably have less than it. Wait, no, never mind. You can specify whether you're carrying something or not.
Correct.
So that's actually with everything that I'm carrying. Never mind.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's in Shine's backpack as well now.
Did I
All
get
right.
any more? Or just the hide?
Oh yeah, and that's kind of included in that. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
still like attached to the hide because that's the way you do it.
How you
Okay, the horns need to be attached for it to be worth anything. Is that correct?
I mean, it's better that way. That way, people can keep it on if they want it, or they can remove it later. Either way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll skin them and then give them to Shine. Because I know she likes things to trade for shiny things.
Okay. Before I move on, I need to use the restroom, so let's take a brief break here. Like a couple minutes. Be back within 5 or less, please. Thank you.
Sounds good.
I'm back. Okay, speak up if you're not here. Wait, that one never works. Well, I know Mike's here because I can see him.
I'm back.
Angel's here.
I am too.
All right, and Sean.
I got some mac and cheese making though, so I might be gone for like
Nice.
30 seconds in a minute.
I think I'll forgive you.
Are you sure?
You're here, right, Sean? You were typing. Maybe not. Probably just eating something and doesn't want to unmute. You're typing things, Sean. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm kind of like
Okay.
walking in and out. I'm making tea.
Oh, okay. Do you want us to wait a minute, or should we push on?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting for me. I apologize for holding up. Just 1 second, and I'll be ready to go. I just need to pour.
Oh, no worries.
You're good.
Tea is extremely important.
Okay, I'm here and ready.
Awesome. We definitely have some people like whose names I recognize in the viewer chat now. I don't know if they're just always there or if they're tuning in specifically for us, but thanks for watching us, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, nice.
Just starting to recognize some people's names. Anyway, where were we? Ah, yes. So in the Hanging Gardens of Nangalore, you guys have begun to explore this kind of overgrown area of the garden. In some cases, finding delicious, delicious treasures, and in other cases, finding delicious, delicious giant snakes that are self-throwing javelins.
Who are adorable.
Who are very adorable and hurt a bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of hurt,
Exactly.
yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Weed's wounds just kind of aren't there by the time he climbs back up.
Oh, fancy trick. So there's a short. So okay, can you remind me? So short rests, how they work is do we have a? Do we just do them whenever? And how long are they usually?
They're an hour.
They're an hour. Okay.
Short rest is an hour. A long rest is 8 hours. During a short rest, you can spend your hit dice to heal. And also, when you're hanging out with a bard, do you have Song of Rest yet? Yeah, you do. So every time somebody spends one of those dice to heal, they also get an extra d6 from you.
All right. So I guess I'll lay that out for everybody. Like, we could take a moment to rest, recuperate, and then I look over to Balsar and just like, or perhaps we can split up, triage duties.
We're not. I think Belser would say something like, "We are not in any particular hurry. Wouldn't it be better to conserve our abilities?"
Agreed. But just in case anyone wanted to,
Actually,
voice an
hold
objection.
on. Balsar does have a thing for this. I can heal us all quickly, quicker than that if you give me about 10 minutes.
Quick is
Okay,
always
well,
nice.
if he's going to take 10 minutes to do a ritual thing, I will take 10 minutes to do a ritual comprehend languages.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. And he will take 10 minutes to do Prayer of Healing, which will... It's kind of an out-of-combat healing spell. Who all is injured? Fennec is slightly injured.
I'm injured.
Shine and Hux as well.
Have been hit for 16 and 12.
Shine and Hux.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is a fairly efficient use of this. So, oh, that didn't work. What the heck? Let me try that again. There we go. Should work. It only healed Shine. Weird. Oh no, it healed everyone. Shine just
Yeah.
takes 2 damage. It's the only one that has damage left, but only 2. So Belisar utters a prayer in Draconic, one might assume, to Bahamut.
If anyone's
And-
looking, Hux feels super uncomfortable about this.
Yeah. I'll say I noticed because we had that very small conversation.
But at the end of it, you, those of you who are injured, feel your wounds knitting back together, blessed by a sort of platinum silver light that comes forth from the emblem on Belisar's shield.
I'm suddenly so much more interested in the shield.
Belisar notice looking at says, it isn't the shield, it is what it represents.
But the shield is what was glowing.
The power of Bahamut channeled through me is what made it glow.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying. Shiny.
I'm not wrong, Belisar says.
Well, I don't know. Do you suppose it's a good time for a theological debate? I'm up for it.
We have bigger goals.
I don't know, but
I mean,
okay.
we need
If you're sure,
we need
Belisar, if
some
you're
to
sure.
entertain us on the way.
Shine speaks Goblin, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so does Hux. So as we're getting up, Hux is going to sidle over to you and say some things in Goblin.
All right, if you're... I don't know, it's not super important. I was going to say I comprehend languages up, but I don't really need to like eavesdrop on you. So I'm actually going to just try to speak it out a little bit.
I'll be like, oh no, I'm not supposed to understand this.
No, I think they know I can do this already. But
Yeah, you were interpreting the words earlier on the written on the walls.
yeah, it's can I fly up and try to get a view of kind of what's around that building with the animal faces, the elephant, the gator, the etc. Just try to get another look in there.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Traces of gold-colored plaster still cling to this dome in a few spots, but everywhere else you see old weathered bricks, more than a few of which have fallen through. The larger-than-life size elephant carvings and the graceful, towering spire are still magnificent sights, even if their glory is dimmed by time and decay. You can kind of try to peer inside, if you like. There's holes to look through if you kind of want to land on the dome and look through or hover above it slightly. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah. Wait, you said it was a dome now. So there is like kind of a roof on it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just showing you the inside because it was really annoying for me to set it up otherwise with how the masking works.
I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sorry
I'll
about that.
do it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Those 2 buildings to the northwest and northeast are also actually like covered inside.
All right. Yeah.
They have
anywhere
roofs.
I can get a vantage point and look inside and kind of get an idea what's going on in there. If there's
Yeah, you can peer through some holes that are kind of in the ceiling there. So
yeah, perfect. I'll do that.
let's see. Inside, you see that there's an 18-foot tall statue of a. I'm sorry to interrupt your guys' conversation with text. I am also reading that as we go. An 18-foot tall statue of a Chultan warrior in splint armor, wearing a helmet festooned with Tyrannosaurus teeth and bearing a shield of intricately patterned leopard hide. towers over the chamber and looms above a wide octagonal cistern. The chamber echoes with the sound of rainwater dripping from the ceiling into the gaping pit. The face of the giant warrior statue is obliterated by deep gouges, but the rest of the statue remains intact. Clutched in the statue's right hand is a stone spear, and resting in the floor beneath it is a clay urn. North of the statue is an open balcony that overlooks the flooded part of the gardens. Standing to one side of the giant warrior is another statue, this one much smaller. Exquisitely lifelike, it depicts a man reaching for the urn, his face turned toward the balcony. In his lifeless eyes, you can see terror. Stone steps ascend along the carved wall to the level of the second floor, but the floor is almost entirely collapsed. Someone's been up there, however, because a message of some sort is scrawled across the dome ceiling. Unfortunately, since you're like looking in, you can't really read the message because you're looking in from the ceiling. You can kind of just see that like there's some writing on the other part of the wall.
Okay, yeah, no, I would have to be inside, right?
Blah blah was here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's just some kind of like tawdry scrawling of
For a good time.
like yeah, exactly. Like, oh god damn it, I risked my life for that. Fuck this. Okay, let's leave. No, so that statue, the big warrior, is do I recognize that as some kind of historical figure, some kind of cultural hero, like anything like that?
I mean, probably, but it's hard to recognize because, as mentioned, the face has been completely broken off. It's definitely like a traditional Chultan warrior. You can recognize that much for sure. And also, just make a straight intelligence check for me. You can do that by clicking on the main tab of your character sheet and double-clicking on your number for intelligence.
Well,
other than that, you're not sure.
Okay. Right. So I'll if I don't see anything else immediately, like nothing stands out as like a threat or like anything like that, I'll just kind of fly back down and relay that entire scroll of text basically in my own words.
Does anybody need a repeat of that information? Was anybody paying attention?
I was.
Okay, cool.
Well, unless we want to look around at something else, I think that's another good place to look. We'll probably see a great deal more once we get inside.
So are we going like straight in there? Or are we gonna take on the other plan?
Well, that's part of the reason I asked. If you want to look at the other side, we could. Otherwise, we could simply go around. I think the other side of this little creek is probably just more of the same, though.
Unless there's a black orchid there.
I find that it never hurts to keep as few enemies at our backs as possible. And as few possible obstacles whenever we're trying to get out of here as possible. Because there's maybe a reason why one was on one side and one's on the other that isn't necessarily just because they just so happen to need about the same amount of territory.
Well, if we don't need to conserve, we don't necessarily have to be that conservative. We can always go. And you're right, we might be able to find something. Could always pay off. You never know.
That is also true.
While we were searching, does it seem like we've searched this area pretty thoroughly for the black orchid? Or a black orchid?
Yes. I just sound like you know that you haven't looked everywhere on this part of the terrace. But you also know that the orchid is very valuable and like not necessarily likely to be in this first part. Like you haven't checked the eastern side of this area of the terrace at all because, as previously mentioned, that other plant is over there somewhere.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were looking for like one that's growing wildly or one that's like placed uh somewhere, like it's cultivated.
I mean, it's kind of looking around at this place. It's kind of both at this point, you know. It was cultivated here, but now it's kind of growing naturally in the area because a lot of things are. This is a cultivated garden that is grown largely out of control.
Well, if the major threat has been taken care of in this area, it probably wouldn't hurt to look around to see what might else be here.
We do have another clearing area on the other side. Water to look through if we wish.
Let's go kill stuff.
If you would like, I could have a rope tied around me again as I search the area, and if I start to become entranced again, someone can pull me back.
I can hold on to that rope.
All right. I'll give a tug every 5 feet I move. If you don't feel a tug, that means something is wrong.
Sounds good.
Makes sense. Also, I understand this map better now, and I apologize for my previous description in that when you were exploring that underwater tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So you see like this area right here.
Yep.
That's actually like, you can see that that's actually like, there's these dotted lines around it. That's to show that there's like a tunnel that goes underneath all the way across. And also there are some stairs that lead up into that other area that you could swim to from there. Just wanted to mention
Okay.
that. And then on the other side, the same. Those stairs are there, and they are less submerged. Although I guess you don't know that yet. I'm just explaining that on a meta level because I didn't exactly understand what the map was trying to tell me, and now I do.
Right. And we assume the whatever plant entranced me before is probably closer to the entrance because that's where I climbed up.
Probably yes.
So it might make sense to try and start from the back.
Yeah, where do you want to climb up? You know that when you climbed up like right in front of where your token currently is, that it started to affect you. Oh, 1 sec. I'll be right back. Sorry, someone's at the door. Sorry about that.
You're good.
So what's the plan? Did you come up with a plan?
Let's see.
Yeah, the rope plan, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
if in these
Where are you
tunnels.
going up?
Yeah, so see where I am right now?
Mm-hmm.
Are those tunnels completely flooded, or are they just just water on the floor?
So those ones are like collapsed. You can't actually get to them from there.
Oh, we can't?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't notice the dotted lines.
Yeah.
Also, if we're going to clear this out and we can get a spot on the other spore-producing plant, maybe we could just get Koasha to burn it again.
It's true. Just need to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, then like last time, I'll start where I am right now.
Oh, whoops.
I'll have someone like Fennec, who is strong, tie the rope because if I tie it, it'll be a puny little knot.
Alright, I'll tie the rope around him.
Just for my knowledge, can Shine move to wherever she's going to be standing during this endeavor? She could even stand like right here on the corner of this area and get a pretty good view.
Yeah, height advantage.
Yeah.
Which never hurts.
Or
I
you
mean, the
can,
pollen-
you'll be able to see what Hux is doing.
The pollen isn't floating like above the. Yeah, obviously it's not because we're not affected by it when we're
It's
sitting.
true.
But it's not like directly above us, right? Like 10, 15 feet up.
No.
Okay, I'll just I'll fly up like 15 and just kind of watch,
Fantastic.
and also see if I can help in locating whatever they're trying to locate, whether that's
Okay, and I'll be moving slowly, if possible, to hide with stealth, so no one can really hear me that well.
Great. Roll that stealth. And then I suppose roll a perception for me as well.
Ugh.
Great. Good. Okay. Okay.
You're gonna knock my computer over.
All right. So just kind of move your token forward 5 feet at a time, just, one square at a time. And I'll tell you when to stop. Just head in whichever directions you want to look. And I'll tell you when you find something.
Okay.
Can I try to spot where the pollen's coming from, just real quick?
Sure. Yeah. You can roll perception as well. Cool. The both of you can spot it at that point. Kind of at the
Sorry, I
same
didn't
time.
realize he was looking for the same thing as I was. Okay.
It is indeed, as depicted on the map, the big thing with the big mouth.
Ah. Wait, so is that different than the thing we dealt with before?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, this chomps you. It doesn't turn you into a zombie.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is, right?
No, you don't. You kind of see what clearly like the pollen was coming from. And by the way, Hugs, you don't feel affected by it at all currently.
Okay.
And you can definitely see like this huge from your upper vantage point. You can see this huge purplish plant with like weird teeth-like spikes. It looks like a big mouth, basically.
I'm gonna look back at the people, everyone standing kind of on the other side, and just kind of point, like, just all right, it's a plant, it's got a big mouth, it's purple, it's got teeth, it's over here. I just point, make everybody aware of it.
I mean, Azaka's like, we can just stand over here and fire arrows at it.
Exactly.
Sounds like a plan.
Long
I'll,
distance, one more time.
I'll slowly make my way back.
Cool. By the way, Hux, when you got that close, it was clearly like looking at you. Not like looking, it doesn't have eyes, but like it was like waiting for you to get just slightly closer.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I guess you all pretty much fall back to there more or less, and then sure, yeah.
So we're just gonna like
Fennec
roll
will
to
wait
attack.
down in the river and wait for the okay to.
There are things that can happen here, so we'll do this on initiative. We'll just try to go really quick, and I won't describe it too much.
Okay.
Fennec's just going to wait for something to get in range, like if there's any surprises, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, Hux can fire first, it would seem. What is the range
Gotcha.
on short bow?
It's 80 and I'm
80.
50.
All right. Yep, you're fine.
So I don't know how this would work. Obviously, it won't be surprised because it's knew I was there. But since I took some time to creep around, could I shoot from being hidden to get advantage, or would that just be stupid with a plant?
In this case, it's fine.
Okay.
I have reasons for that, but I will not explain them.
That
Just
is
making
fair.
you aware that there's a thought process.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, everybody can basically just roll their attack right now.
Everyone.
Yeah, might as well.
Mm.
Everyone wants to make
I don't
one
know if they're
anyway.
intelligent, do I?
You don't.
Okay.
To you, it just looks like a plant.
All right, sling it is.
So I'm guessing you only get to roll one attack?
Yeah, just roll one attack for now.
Okay, let's check.
Was that a hit on mine? The 16 hit?
Oh,
I should have dragged it over. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I got it. Yes, it does. As you can see, Quasha doesn't actually have a ranged attack that's long enough. The range on produce flame is only 30 feet, so he'll just chill for a bit.
Got a 6er on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just yeah. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay. Is that all the NPCs, quote unquote? No, Azaka needs to fire. Is it alive still? Yes.
Dang.
That was my question. You guys kill it in one round or not? Let's find out. Yeah, okay. So you just all fire this volley into it, and by the time it's done being peppered with arrows, it can actually move very slowly. That's why I did that. It wasn't pointless, but you were all able to do more than enough damage between you all to kind of shred it to pieces. Easy enough.
Long range for the win.
Good planning.
Let's go loot the body.
Once again,
Oop, not so fast.
Yeah, let me take a look. There might be something else around.
I mean, we can go slow and loot the body. I'm gonna like hightail it over there.
Maybe there are more.
Fennec
maybe there are
rushes
more
up the
snacks.
ledge.
Ha, get it? Because I have a tail. Ha,
Oh.
ha.
nice.
Oh, I missed your really witty line. I'm sorry.
That didn't sound sarcastic at all.
Micro
I
Z, thanks for the
I
follow.
really didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I just thought that was funny.
So you don't find any treasure per se, but there are a couple more of those wild roots, the same kind that Fennec found in that area. The ones that you can use to cure poison.
Nice.
So there's 2 more of those that you guys can harvest as kind of a, you can think of it as a reward if you like.
Yeah. If no one minds, I'll take one because if needs be, I can get to someone pretty quick.
And then there's one more. Who wants the other one?
It'll be
What was
Jackson.
I
found?
should be able to stay far enough away that I should be fine, so I'll leave that to someone else.
Yeah, I was gonna say if nobody objects, I'll take the other one.
That makes sense.
What was found? I was responding to chat.
2 more of those wild roots. The same kind of root that you
Oh,
found
okay.
that deals
I got one.
poison. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and to let you all know, I updated your XP while we were taking that short break, so.
Awesome.
Where on the
Should be correct.
character sheet do you find XP?
You click the little magnifying glass next to your class on the main tab.
Yeah. Well, yeah, across from like to the left of
To
the
the-
proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Thanks.
no problem.
Well. Oof, it's a long.
Alrighty. So, yep, that's what you find over there.
Okay, so knowing that, I guess I'm gonna look around in the trees to see if I can spot any snakes moving around, just because I already know this is happening.
I'm just
Good
gonna
call.
like
Make a
explore
perception check.
periodically.
It's like we're
Yeah,
learning.
okay, you're wandering around. Oh yeah, here's.
I
my
like
perception
this.
check. You ready for this?
Oh yeah,
Are y'all ready for this?
Nice.
I don't sing.
No, I got a 14.
I'll,
Very good.
I'll also look for snakes and be
I'm just
very,
saying,
very careful.
I crawl along the ground an inch at a time looking for traps. As a master thief.
Acting like cool over here.
You already rolled perception. You don't get to roll
That's
twice.
pretty good.
But I was like all the way over here.
It's for the area.
Look, if we can't. Whoa.
Oh,
All right, if we still. Yeah, look at that 25.
no snakes. Hux, you do find. First of all, you're pretty sure that this area is clear of stuff, except for this thing that you find, which is like a beetle about the size of a human hand. It looks very meaty. It's big. It's got like this iridescent blackish bluish shell. It moves pretty slow. You could easily catch it, and you can easily make a nature check as well, please.
Okay, and for some reason, it added double proficiency. I think I misclicked it, so it's only a 23. If that really matters.
It's fine.
Oh. See, I thought that was on purpose because you're a scout.
Yeah, I think you do have double proficiency in 3 things.
No, I get it in nature and in survival, and then I get 2 other choices.
Yeah,
with
you haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, and then I took athletics and stealth as the expertise.
Oh wow, you're on a roll. So you recognize this immediately as a yacha beetle. They're useful because they're one of the few things that can cure the terrible, terrible disease known as mad monkey fever.
Oh, cool.
If you want to catch it and like lightly kill it or whatever with an arrow.
Yeah,
Something
if
lightly
possible. I guess if I think getting too close to it would startle it and it would fly away, I would use an arrow. But if possible, I'd use either a rapier or
no.
a dagger.
They're terrible flyers. That's why they're rare. Everything eats them.
Okay. Okay, then I will not waste an arrow. I will rapier it.
Excellent. You succeed. I put it in your inventory. And as I said, you guys are pretty sure that you've cleared this area out. And we have like 5 minutes left of our allotted time here. So do we want to just wrap up here, or
Are we going to 10:30 or is my clock wrong?
sorry, we can only go till 10 Central because I unfortunately have to work.
Gotcha.
Oh wait,
Oh, okay.
mate, I take that back. We can go till 10:30. My work won't be distracting enough for the first half hour, so it's fine.
In that case,
We can press on a little bit further. Yeah, where are you guys going from here?
Well, it looks like there's stairs that lead up to the wall.
Yeah, I would say like sweep up along the right side.
Okay, so sorry, that map's a little confusing. Those stairs that you see to the north, those are actually underground, and they lead to a tunnel that opens up into the other area.
Oh,
So you have to go down those stairs to the east and then up those stairs.
These.
But it will, yeah, those stairs. Those are actually underground.
Okay, so we can't see them at all.
Right, but Fennec knows they're there, so.
Oh, okay, sure. Right.
So is that where y'all want to head?
If looks like that's the way to go.
I would generally advise kind of moving up along that side toward the main building, but also kind of looking at things along the way.
Yeah, your options are like to climb up onto the next area of ledges, or like take those stairs over into the lower area and then take those stairs up. It's up to you whether you want to climb or go through the other planty area.
Oh wait, the stairs that are over here on the side, or you just go into a bunch of foliage then? Sorry, these ones. I'm not moving here. I'm just.
Sure. Yeah, that's a very heavily, those stairs lead down into that very heavily garden area. So these stairs,
Got it.
basically, you have to go down these stairs and then walk through here over to there. or you can just try to climb up the wall over here or fly, depending on who you are.
Oh,
So those are basically your options at this point.
right. Okay.
And those options are repeated on the other side. Whether you want to go up the east or west side is up to you.
I mean, I don't see why we would just want to take the stairs.
It's true.
Right.
Fantastic. All right.
I'm good for another swim.
You don't actually have to swim on this side. It's a little bit shallower. It's kind of just like, but you do have to wade.
I'll go for a wade with everybody else. I figure it's good to not just fly everywhere.
Not.
I feel like I'm part of the group, not just someone who's flying around.
So wait for most of us. Some of us still have to swim.
Exactly. I'll
Um,
bring myself down to to the level of a peasant for a moment here.
in here, you can see that the plants of this enclosed garden are like nothing you've ever seen. This area seems much more better kept, still cultivated, someone's still taking care of it. And the shapes of the plants are fantastic. Their colors like gems sparkling in the sun. Enclosed by 5-foot walls, this strangely beautiful garden imparts a definite sense of serenity. You can see a message deeply scratched into the wall.
What's it say?
All right.
Run away. That's usually what
This is
scratch
not
messages
so
are.
Free candy.
The heck is this?
You glad you didn't turn on the light?
No, we have to carry this serene face over to the Serenity Garden. It's a puzzle.
All right, so it's going to take Brandon a moment to look at it, even though it's comprehend languages to kind of work it out. It is on the wall, like scratched on the wall, like right here. Could the rest of you put yourselves like in that garden area, please? Wherever you're standing while you're waiting, or up on the upper area, I guess, if that's where you wanted to be, but cool.
Hey.
Yeah, one of you has to move. There you go.
I mean, Hux is
Hux is
probably
small.
tiny enough to just crawl up onto me. I am a 6'5" orc.
Okay, and then one more moment. Sorry, hold on. I've almost got this. All right. Written on the wall are the words in ancient tongue that you don't actually recognize what it is, but because of your magic, you're able to understand it. Great Ubtao, free me.
Okay.
And as you read those words, and as you stand in that
I
area,
read them. I look at them with my eyes. I'm not saying it out loud, just so you know.
yep,
Okay, cool.
you do begin to feel a bit drowsy. One sec.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to do a thing. There we go.
Welp, I failed.
All right. Who succeeded? Who failed? Let me look. Is Bran the only one who failed? Kwasha also failed. Belisar also failed.
Okay, good. I don't feel so alone now.
Hooray.
You definitely feel you feel first a little bit nauseous, sick to your stomach, dizzy. It's confusing as the words kind of start to swim in front of you, and the whole world just becomes this pastiche of colors. And you realize this garden really is the most beautiful place you've ever seen. This place is the most beautiful place you've ever been, and the things in it need to be preserved and protected.
No.
You,
Okay.
until further notice, you are charmed by everything in this place. And as that happens, some of the plants in the garden begin to move and attack the people around them.
So I'm trying to protect the plants, yeah.
You don't have to protect them, actually. The charmed effect doesn't make you protect them. That was just kind of my
Just-
description of it. But you can't attack. You can't attack things.
Right, that makes sense. Okay.
And then Asaka will go. Let me make sure that's all correct, though. Charmed. You can't attack the things that have you charmed. You can also can't target them deliberately with harmful ability or magical effects. Yep, that's what it does. Asaka is not charmed. She sees the plant next to her beginning to move, pulls out her scimitar, and begins slashing at it immediately. Before it can do anything too bad. Cutting it off, I believe. Yeah. Immediately cutting it down. She says, get out of this part of the garden. Up the stairs. Hux.
Okay. When they popped out, did it technically count as one of their turns?
No, they have not yet taken a turn.
Okay. In that case, I will bonus action disengage and take that advice. 5, 10, 15. Then I'll shoot the one near Fennec. Fennec, you're not charmed, are you?
Nope.
Okay. And then, see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know what happened to my guy. It looks like he went transparent. But I am done now.
Oh boy. Okay. So you said that the charm effect is basically
You're also poisoned, sorry, but yes.
Oh wait, so okay.
Poisoned doesn't do any damage when it's the condition, but it gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but you can't attack the things in the garden anyway, so.
Right. I mean, is the charm effect also just like I'm compelled to stay here?
No, not at all.
Really? Okay.
I mean, there's a certain amount of role playing involved, but you're not.
Right.
You're just, this place is nice. You like it.
Yeah, you said it was the prettiest place I've ever seen, right?
Yeah, but you also know the plants are making you sick, so it's not unreasonable to like step out so you can admire them.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what you prefer.
No, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper. Well, I'm gonna sit down first. And then I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper, get my inkwell out, get my pen. I start writing about the beauty I see before me because this is why I came here. This is
It is.
exactly why I'm here, and no other reason.
It's beautiful.
Yep, I'm just writing. That's my turn. The other character.
Balasar will. I mean, he'll stumble up the stairs, no doubt. But then he'll give opportunity attacks. I guess he'll just stand there then.
I mean,
Let's see.
he's charmed. He couldn't he disengage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll just disengage. Good call. That makes sense. He'll just go up to the top of the stairs and kind of to the side and look down on where everybody is. His eyes bloodshot. Okay. So you can see this plant is kind of like a large stalk with several different like rows of different colors. Definitely looks like it has been, as I mentioned, kind of cultivated. Actually, here, I have an image for you. It is in the chat.
Oh, sweet.
Exotic images. Kind of like 3 orchids of different colors. And one by one, each of them kind of spray plant matter at you. Thankfully, the mask keeps you safe from the effects of the first spray. The second yellow blossom, that was the orange blossom. The second yellow blossom sprays this like goopy sap at you. And again, you succeed quite handily. Able to duck underneath the sap, and you see as it kind of strikes the stairs behind you that it kind of hisses as if it's burning at the stone. The third
Okay.
red blossom fires these like small needles at you. But you're able to like deflect them with your shield. Well done. The other one's going to go for Kawasha. He succeeds against the orange pollen. He succeeds against the yellow sap. And he dodges the attack from the needles. All right, fair enough. Well done. He'll also disengage and head up the stairs. But only so that he can get a better view of the beautiful garden. All right, Fennec.
All right, I'm gonna go and swing at the thing that tried to throw all that crap on me.
Excellent.
Looks like I killed it.
You did.
Going to use my action surge.
Nice.
A lot of damage to it as well.
Excellent.
And then just Fennec raises his shield and waits to kind of draw the attention from the. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Try to shove it.
shove the plant away into
Okay.
between Azaka and Weed.
Nice. I
Roll a
guess.
1.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, was
You give
Azaka
it a hug.
charmed? No. It could also roll a 1.
Good.
It tied you. It is the defender, so it will succeed here. Oh wait, no. Contested checks. Who wins? Yeah, the defender wins on a contested check. So, its roots are quite sturdy, and it manages to cling to the ground despite Fennec pushing at it. Well, he slashes with the longsword like a machete in the garden, cutting down one of the plants. Anything else?
I end my turn.
Cool. Weed is a plant. Weed is not charmed. Weed is pulling out his claws and slashing at the plant in front of him with them, trying to uproot it. He just grabs a hold of it, yanks it out, and then tears it into 2 pieces like a vicious animal. The tiny green vegetable being kind of shaking his head back and forth. You could almost hear the growling sound, even though he doesn't make any noise except like a strange rattling of like branches and nuts inside of him.
I love
Weed will save us all, I swear.
And that's the
Once
end of
again,
that
I
combat. But the other people are still poisoned and charmed, so keep that in mind as you proceed.
All right.
We could
Well, I
use
mean, I was
some
writing,
roots.
I'm still writing, and here we go. Let me.
Brad's just sitting there writing.
Here, hold on one sec.
So, does Fennec know that they're poisoned in addition to the charm effect?
I mean, they look pretty messed up.
Okay.
They're clearly acting strangely. Kawasha's the most obvious in that he's actually like human shaped. No offense to the scaled or feathered friends.
Okay.
But
Then I think if
his eyes are like
Kawasha's-
reddish yellow, and he's just kind of standing on the edge of the thing, kind of breathing heavily and looking down at the flowers below,
Okay.
leaning on his staff.
Then I'm not sure, or Fennec isn't sure if this works, but he goes over to Kawasha, who looks the worst off, is like, hold still, I'm gonna see if this helps, and then rub the wild root on him.
Okay, it does have to be like rubbed on an open
Oh, yeah,
wound.
blood
It's not hurt,
yeah,
so you'll have
never
to
mind.
just... You can do 1 point of damage to him if you want.
Did anyone claim that scholar pack that we found earlier yet?
It's still in the party inventory, technically.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hold on to that one.
Okay,
And from that, I'll draw out the small knife
excellent.
and a slight cuts on his arm or hand or something for 1 point of
Okay.
damage, and then
Great.
rub the root into the wound.
Great. That definitely gets rid of the poison. 1 moment. It does indeed get rid of the charm as well. His vision clears quickly as the effects of the root course through his bloodstream. He says, thank you, my friend. Yes, they are... The plants below have been specifically bred for their hallucinogenic properties. I think it got to me and our friends.
Oh, glad to see that we found a way to fix you.
It is a pleasant experience for the most part. Not deadly in and of itself, only dangerous because of the place we find ourselves in.
Oh,
Do you have more? We have more of these roots, yes?
I think so. I only
I
had the
do.
one myself.
I have another one. Actually, I can't move my token, but I will go to Bran. Does he have any open wounds on him?
Nope.
I do not appear to, if you're looking me over.
All right, then I'm gonna just knife you slightly.
Okay.
How does
Sneak
Brad
attack
feel
damage.
about this?
Just gonna give you a
Attack
slight
damage.
slap.
Joking, I'm joking.
Just gonna give you a slight shank.
Yeah, fuck me up, buddy. Do it. I don't really have an opinion on it because I'm just really kind of
Yeah, charm doesn't
Roll
compel
by
your
all this.
action. It just keeps you from taking certain actions.
right.
Yeah, then I'll
I mean,
rub
you can
the
that's totally fine.
root
Great.
into it like I saw Fennec do.
You can feel your mind clearing, though. Also, as you're standing down in there, like you realize you're still breathing the stuff in, so you'll want to head
Right.
out of there pretty quickly.
Oh, what the hell's? I look down at the paper and I look up and I start walking out, and I just, as I'm leaving, I read it over and I'm like, oh my. I crumple it up and just. Throw
It's
it
yeah,
into the
it's not
garbage.
even very good. It reads like something somebody wrote while they were like super high.
Yeah, that was what I was going for. I'm just like, God, this is terrible. I'm not okay. I can't let anybody see this. I like crumple it up and just throw it into the garden.
Beautiful. And then Balasar is the last one who was poisoned. There's one more, right? Who is the last one? Oh, Bran has it actually, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Do you want to use that on Balasar?
Yeah, I'll go over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go over. Like I'm aware that I was stuck with a knife and I would have it applied, so I'll just do it to him, and I'll do the same thing. I'll pull a little knife, give him a little slice.
Excellent. That will cleanse him of the effects as well.
All right.
And you all took that wild root out of your inventory. I got it.
No
I took mine
need
out
to
already.
thank me. You would have done the same thing. I know.
I'm sure
It's
he
okay.
thanks you anyways.
It's okay.
Shh. Only dreams now.
So I use up, like, I have to use the entirety. Yeah, okay, cool. You got rid of it for me.
Yep.
I guess I'll get rid of the one sheet of paper I used as well.
Excellent.
Boop. Okay, all set. I'm glad we had exactly enough wild root to deal with this.
Yeah, that was fortunate and entirely random chance. So well done.
Nice.
Quasha says we should avoid going down into the area of the gardens again until we are certain we have finished our work here. Although I will note for Shine, you are aware that one of the merchant princes would pay pretty well for these hallucinogenic plants if they were harvested, but to do so would take some time, and you could be charmed again. Just something I wanted to mention to you, not necessarily something you have to act on immediately.
Can anyone cure it without the root?
Can Balasar cast a spell that will do it? Balasar says, I'm not yet potent enough in my faith to remove such conditions.
I'll wait.
Cool.
Oh, how long does that take to wear off, by the way? Or can I not know?
Which thing?
The poison charm.
Oh, you don't know because you guys cured it before it like ran its course. Could be deadly, could not.
Can I roll nature to see?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, Kawasha kind of told you that it's not dangerous per se. It's only dangerous because of where you guys are at. He seems to know something, but you can also roll for it.
I just want to know if how long it lasts.
Yep. Man, Hey, you can't make those survival checks, but you can definitely make those nature checks.
Yeah, you know what? I would trade for the survival because I don't like to waste days.
Speaking of which, I forgot to advance the calendar when that happened. I should do that really quick. 2, 4.
I guess that is a good point. How long have we been with the party? Because I need to mark off the amount of salve I've used.
7 days. All right. So if you're down there for like a minute, it'll start to afflict you. And then it lasts for at least an hour. You get to repeat the saving throw basically every hour and until you succeed. But if you fail particularly well, you get knocked out. Basically, it has a chance of killing you by making you fall asleep because you will not wake up until you take damage or succeed on the saving throw. So it's kind of just random chance at that point how long it lasts.
Okay. In that case, I'll wait.
Yes, and after we're done with this thing, we can destroy everything here and then get really, really high.
Or sell it and make a lot of money. Just I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, your adventuring heroes.
Yep.
All right, where to from here? We have a couple more minutes before we wrap up.
Want to check out the main event?
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's a little writing in there I'd like to read.
So this is the side that you'd have to enter by. You did see that from above, that the western stairs there are collapsed. You can see that these doors are very, they're big iron doors, and they look to be rusted shut. You can probably get in, but it's going to take some effort.
Try and just start shoving.
Is the
See if
structure
I'm
made of
strong enough.
stone mostly?
Yeah, that was the DM describing that the basic way to do it is that you'll need to make an athletics check.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could. Well, never mind. Yeah, we can just do that.
Cool. I think Belsar's trained. He'll help you.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't think I need it.
He doesn't need it.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're good. All right. Everyone else is kind of standing back while Fennec pushes open the doors. So you succeed at you just ramming your shoulder into it, which is kind of what you need to do, and it breaks the doors wide open. But the force of the impact causes a portion of the ceiling to collapse immediately. Now you will make a dexterity saving throw, please. That's on the main tab of your character sheet on the right side. Ooh, not so good.
So with my, I'm not sure if this will help.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, it won't help at all. But with my shield master, I think it could apply here. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make against a spell or other harmful effect that targets only you.
Yep. So that would actually add your shield's bonus, which is what, +1, +2, +2, I think.
2.
But that's still not enough.
Yep, I had a feeling. Re-looking at the numbers.
But you do get to use that. Fennec quickly tries to hold up his shield so that the rocks don't fall on him, but they are too heavy and burst past.
Crap.
You take 6 damage.
Oh.
Not too bad. Just kind of one big rock kind of falls to the side. Here, I've got it. And hits you upside the kind of on the collarbone.
Okay. Path's open. As he just kind of wearily grumbles back to everybody.
JP, I don't know what happened to my token. I can't move it, and it's see-through.
That's weird.
Do you see it on the map? It's
it looks fine for me. I can move it. I'm putting a new token All right, I deleted it and put it back on the map. Can you move it now?
Yes.
Weird. Don't know what happened there. It wasn't happening on my end. Must have been some sort of targeted thing that I don't know about.
May have gotten
Oh.
switched like DM targeting only to move it.
Something. I checked that. That wasn't what.
Oh.
Yeah, it must have been something.
Yeah, I think I
Anyway.
hit a button. I'm not sure what it was.
Did you say the
Uh,
writing was up here area?
let me see. So there's the description of the room again, by the way, for anybody who wants it. I'm not going to repeat it, but if you want to read over it, it is there. And let me see. So
I do want to
yes,
find
that is where the writing is.
All right, I'm reading that.
You kind of have to fly up to that area, you realize, because going up the stairs would be dangerous, but you're able to avoid that hazard.
Yep.
What's everybody else doing? Well, Bran heads over there.
Looking around for cool stuff.
Cool.
Pretty much the same.
I mean, in case it has like a warning about this place or something. Yeah, I'll even mention it before I go up there. Like, there's some writing over here. It might be some kind of warning. I'm gonna have a look.
So Shine can also see as she kind of comes around the other side of the room that there's something like scratched on the back of the big guy statue, like words, that same weird language that you don't recognize. The message that Hux doesn't find anything on the other side, and Balsar kind of and the NPCs are kind of just going to hang back for now, and Fennec will as well.
I inform Bran that I see more writing.
Cool. Bran, the writing that you see reads this. True love, faithful general, safe will you rest in Nangalore, eternal. None will disturb you while I live. Such is my vow of penance, and for my sins I cannot die.
Oh, does that can I have an idea of what that might be indicating, but is there any chance I might be able to get a roll to kind of like, is this a haunting, that kind of thing? Like
I
a
don't
spirit?
think that it does sound kind of in those lines, but you're still not sure. Like,
Okay.
I don't think you have. I mean, you haven't seen the thing. It definitely sounds. I mean, you know that there's a curse of some kind on the woman in this area.
Right. Okay, I'll fly around over it and see and have a look at what Shine was talking about.
Cool. You can definitely see big words gouged in the back of the statue.
But not as many. Oh.
No,
okay.
just two, and they say, "Forgive me."
Okay. Yeah. I'm all right. So yeah, no, I'm gonna repeat that to everybody.
And finally, sorry, there's one more thing as you fly in that direction. You're able to see on the floor, kind of next to the smaller statue, which is the little star there, right next to the bigger one.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was.
There's a couple more words scrawled there on the floor. It says, "Once a thief, forever a slave!" Exclamation point.
Okay. So don't take anything. Yeah, I'm gonna read that one out first.
Shine immediately drops whatever shining thing just pointed out.
Yeah, this one says "forgive me," and then the other one I'm just gonna recite it. Just like And beyond that, I don't really have a good gauge of what's going on, other than maybe be careful about what you touch. It's basically the impression I'm getting here.
Yeah. Can I look at the statue and like make an investigation roll to notice that, if it's like too human-like?
Yes,
Okay.
please do.
Can I make a history check while we're in here?
Yes. Although, I mean, I've told you most of the stuff already that you would get from that.
That's fair.
But just, yeah, go ahead and make one, though, because I do want to tell you something else that I think you're not aware of. I'm checking your notes, actually.
I would have made them public or on top of that. But everyone can access them.
Cool.
Wasn't many notes to take this time, seeing as how it was most fighting.
Well, Hux, even with a fairly low roll, I can tell you that the statue is much newer than the rest of the statues in here. Like it's not fallen into ruin or anything. It looks like it was put here recently.
Okay.
What else here? One sec. And it is, as previously mentioned, exquisitely lifelike, incredibly well made. Let's see, history check. Okay, and we'll wrap up with this information here, basically, just kind of as a reminder to everyone. With the information that you have here and the information that you were told before, you're all able to kind of start piecing together what has happened here. You remember that Zalcore, that this garden was built to honor Zalcore, a queen of a place called Omu. And its builder was her foremost general and consort. In those ancient times, the garden was called Kananji, the Hanging Garden of Dreams. It was a palatial retreat from the intrigues and pressures of Omu, and the beautiful tiered garden was praised as a worthy tribute to the queen. However, unceasing flattery festered with poisonous vanity in Zalcore's mind until she one day made a bargain with some kind of dark entity to retain her youth and beauty forever. In some way that you've not yet been able to determine, that evil bargain was fulfilled. She dwells in this garden to this day. But whatever happened to her that day was so vile that her army and the city of Omu forced Zalcore to abdicate, and they exiled her to her garden. And ever since then, it has been known instead as Nangalore, the Garden of Lost Dreams. Now, the army was the chief force that was responsible for exiling her. So Zalcore long believed that Therataya, who was once her lover, was kind of the leader of the generals who exiled her, and she felt deeply betrayed. As you can tell by what has happened in this place, that statue must surely be of Therataya, and probably the urn at the feet of the statue may even contain his ashes, judging by the message scrawled on the mezzanine wall. Zalcore defaced this statue, no doubt, out of her anger, but it seems at some point she must have come to regret that choice, because she's clearly been cultivating hallucinogenic plants, which generally people who are happy don't always do. And she wrote "Forgive me" upon the back of the statue. So that pretty much, I believe, summarizes kind of what you've discovered. You do know that somewhere lurking in this place still is Zalcore, who has become some sort of evil entity, but has in recent years attempted to escape the darkness that has plagued her and the curse, and come to regret the decisions that she has made.
Can you spell her name in the chat?
Yep. Although I'll note it has like a accent grave over the E at the end.
Excellent, thanks.
Off by a letter.
And then the general's name was Therataya.
And you said Nangalore translates to the Garden of Lost Dreams?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
And that is where we will wrap up for this week. Anybody have any thanks for the session? Good times. As you may have noted also by the XP, you guys did get enough XP to go up to level 4, even though we had already leveled you up. I just wanted to note that that did happen near the beginning of this session. So
We're finally level 4. Oh wait.
You're actually level 4 now.
Yes, you're slightly into level 4.
Good work with planning and the encounters this game. Does anybody have any obstacles for being here next week? Just kind of that you're aware of right now?
Unless they change my schedule, I'm good.
Not
Cool.
I.
I believe I should be good to go as well.
I should be fine.
Cool. And Jay said he should be here too. He's just not in good shape today.
Here's hoping.
So thank you all, and thanks for those watching us on Twitch. And have a good night. I'll leave the server open for a minute if anybody wants to keep working on their notes or futz around. And also keep in mind, any notes you make in the system using the notes button, you can make public to share with the rest of the party if you want by clicking the public button.
Yeah.
I can see them, by the way, regardless. So you won't be keeping secrets from me there.
Okay.
Fantastic. Laters, y'all.
Right, so just a couple announcements while I'm wrapping everything up. Stream. Want to again thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Big shout out to Micros 33 again for that follow during the stream. Also have some pretty exciting news. In the next couple weeks, I am going to be finally upgrading my computer. So I'm building my first desktop computer that is going to be my main, a lot more powerful than what I have now. So streams are going to be better quality. Everything's going to run a lot smoother over everything. I'm really excited about that, and I'm planning on making a whole build video that I'm going to record. I don't think I'll be able to live stream it, but I'll be recording it, doing some edits to the to it to kind of not make the time lapse go a little bit faster, and then uploading it onto YouTube if anyone is interested in that. Once the build is all revealed and put together and I'm using it, I'll update the computer specs for those that are interested on Twitch page. So yeah, look forward to that in the next couple weeks. I'm personally really excited. It's my first time building a computer, so I'm super pumped about that. So yeah, again, thanks for tuning in tonight. D&D stream is now a weekly thing, so we'll be doing it again next week, starting around 7:30. So everyone have a great night. Take it easy. See you next time.